You know, people think making it is like a huge celebration and you enjoy it and it's great, but in practice, making it is checking previous videos to make sure you haven't worn the same shirt twice. What is up, guys? Before this video starts really quickly, I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who watched the Aldi Gaming PC video. It has over 10,000 views, with the majority of those coming over the last week or so. So if you're here from that, thank you so much. Over 100 people have subscribed already, and that thing is somehow still gaining steam. If you want to see the full extent of just how in disbelief I've been these last 2 days, go check out my Twitter. It is truly unreal. Thank you so much, and the least I can do in return is give you a decent deal. So let's get into this video on how to find a good deal on Black Friday. For a quick bit of context, I was talking to a friend of the channel, Paul Stubbington, about how most tech YouTubers give you a list of good deals, but don't tell you how to go about finding your own deals. So this is a 5-ish part list on how to go about finding a good deal for Black Friday. Today is Wednesday, or it's Wednesday as you're seeing this, if you're seeing this on the day it's published. So it's not Black Friday yet, but companies like Amazon and PC World and a lot of places have already started doing sales, so this is how to find a good one. This will not be 5 steps of save money fast. This is practical long-term advice that not only works for Black Friday but also works for your buying habits in general. Step 1 is to ask yourself if you really need this thing. Is this something you're only buying because it's on sale, or is it something you've been considering for a while and you've been waiting for? So if it's something like a Christmas present, it's something you're going to have to buy regardless, and you might as well do it whilst it's on sale so your money can stretch that a little bit further. However, if something is on sale by 25% and you weren't planning on buying it at all a week ago, you haven't saved 25%, you've spent 100%. So make sure that it's something you actually truly need. Or want. I don't know, people have disposable income as well. Just don't make stupid decisions and don't buy something purely because it's on sale. Step 2 is to ask yourself if you actually need the thing you buy to be new. If you can get it refurbished, it can be even cheaper than the price it is new, even with the sale. And if you can buy it used secondhand from someone else, it can be even cheaper still from a service such as not PayPal, eBay. A service such as eBay. You can't buy stuff on PayPal. If it's something you can buy used, then it's cheaper year round and there's no need to wait for Black Friday. Though it could be even cheaper after Black Friday because people who have impulse bought stuff will then want to flog it, and as they're flogging it, it'll be cheaper than the price on Black Friday. It's a real complicated mess. Basically, if it needs to be new, then great, and if it doesn't, check something like eBay or Gumtree or Craigslist. Okay, so we've established it's something you need / want, I guess, and we've established it's something that you can't buy used or refurbished, or it might just be cheaper new. Step 3 is to look around. The instinct is to look on something like Amazon or the Microsoft store or whatever big online store. However, go check on location. Physical shops sometimes might undercut online stores because they have their own sales targets to meet that aren't catered to by the big online shop. So you might, if you're lucky, find something cheaper, or it might just be on clearance from that one shop. You never know, so always make sure to look around. When doing this, however, be careful. Companies will occasionally switch regular products with cheaper variants that have a very similar name but aren't quite the same because they cost less and therefore look like a sale even though they're actually just a cheaper product. Check serial numbers to make sure they're identical and that they don't have a letter appended to the end or something, because that might just be a cheaper variant as opposed to the thing you actually want. And fourthly, check somewhere you wouldn't expect. For example, this year, Elgato have done a really good job of listing all of their discounts on a Reddit thread. I'll link to that subreddit thread below. It's on the Elgato subreddit. It's really cool. They have a list of all of their products and where they're on sale. So some things are only on sale at Amazon, some things are only sale at scan.co.uk. So they have all these different products that are on sale at different places, and they have this really nice master list. Chances are, if you look at a local deals subreddit, someone has made a master list of decent deals, so go check that out. So with those 4 steps that work for basically anything, here are 2 tips to get the best value for money out of something you're buying. Step 1, know who repeat offenders are. There are plenty of companies who actually have decent sales every single time there's a sale rolls around. A great example of this is Logitech. The Logitech C920 is the default 1080p webcam for almost every Twitch streamer when they start out, and standard, I want to say, costs £40. This is a number I'm pulling out the top of my head. However, every single time a Black Friday or some other sales event rolls around, it's like £15–20. That's almost guaranteed to be a decent buy whenever there's a sale, so that's the time to buy it. It isn't a sale as much as it is an almost guaranteed price, so if you're thinking about it, you can probably pull the trigger on Black Friday. To avoid being disappointed, you also have to keep in mind there are companies such as Apple who never really have big discounts. At most, it'll be like 5% and sort of £20 to £30, never more, and never on anything like the iPhone. Usually, it's retailers absorbing the difference just for the sake of getting a customer in through the door, as opposed to Apple actually offering discounts on their products. So don't go into Black Friday expecting huge sales on Apple stuff and be surprised when you don't find anything. If you do find something, I found this on Amazon specifically, it tends to be stuff that's a generation old, which if you're wanting something that's a generation old, great, but if you don't, then keep an eye out for that. And the second and the most important tip I give anyone is if you're buying something through Amazon, because let's be honest, it's Amazon, use a service such as CamelCamel. Again, a link to that is in the description below, but it's just the word camel 3times.com. It's a really great service, and what it basically does is it lets you copy and paste in any Amazon link, and it gives you this really nice graph that shows you the trend of price over time. CamelCamel will help you differentiate between actual sales, like genuine discounts, and products that were jacked up in price a couple of days before and aren't actually on sale. There are 3 different kinds of sale or discount you can find via CamelCamel's price graphs. So let me run through those really quickly. I have 3 dummy products or actual products that are on lightning deals. 2 of them are on lightning deals, one's a regular deal. So it might still be up, it might not be, I don't know. Links are in the description just in case. 3 products, and you can see the 3 different kind of deal in real time, I guess. So we'll run through these in the order of the reverse discount amount as a percentage. So we'll start with what's supposedly the biggest sale and go down to what's supposedly the smallest sale. So firstly, we have the SanDisk Extreme portable 1TB SSD. For the record, these devices are really great. I actually use these personally. I have a couple of 500GB ones that I use for transferring video files all over the place. They are genuinely really good devices, and according to Amazon.com right now, they are 51% off. However, if you take that link and paste it into CamelCamel, you'll see that isn't technically untrue. However, we fall into our first trap. Technology tends to decrease in price over time. What that means is that at £115, this is definitely the lowest this product has ever been, and it is genuinely a decent deal. However, it's not the 51% off that is implied. In fact, the last time it was that full price was back in July, which is many months ago at this point. So saying it's 51% off feels like it's a bit unfair. This is currently because Amazon has no way of keeping track of how price has gone over time. You put in the original retail price and then you put in the current price, and it just assumes it's been sold at retail price for all of eternity up until this exact moment, which means that it implies there's a 51% discount right now, but realistically the price has just been trending downwards. I would wager that immediately after Black Friday, it might jump up a little bit, but not drastically. And if you were to keep going for another 6 months, this device will probably be even cheaper still. So if it's not something you need right now, don't bother buying it. That being said, as I said, it's a genuinely good device, and if you're looking for an external SSD, then this might be the one for you. Okay. Second up, we have the Philips one-blade hybrid stubble trimmer and shaver with 4x, like, you know what, it's the trimmer thingy. Again, this trimmer thingy looks like it's a decent deal at 37% off. However, we take that link, put it into CamelCamel, and we see that, what? This is a product that is constantly on sale and is rarely at full price, and even though it's supposedly on sale right now, it was previously that price like a couple of weeks ago and then a few weeks before that. So if you don't buy it now, it will be that same price in a few weeks. This isn't a Black Friday sale, this is just a product that's never full price. And what's super interesting is that previously it'd been even cheaper looking at this graph, meaning that the Black Friday price as it is right now isn't the cheapest it's ever been. What this means is that realistically you're not getting a sale by buying it on Black Friday, you're just not paying extra, I guess, technically. So you can do that if you want. But with a supposed 37% discount, I just wouldn't suggest buying this. Finally, we have the JBL Extreme 2 waterproof Bluetooth speaker in camouflage. This is supposedly the smallest discount of the lot at only 32%. However, once again, we take the link, paste it into CamelCamel, and we see that this is the biggest actual discount. This is a product that had been pretty firm on price up until Black Friday, and now it is genuinely reduced. This is a product that if you were thinking of buying, you're actually getting a decent deal on. What I will point out, however, is for whatever reason, this only stands true on the camouflage color of this speaker. The other colors seem to normally retail at around £200, even though, again, the list price is £270 in this case, £280. Ooh. So it's only a sale of about £30 as opposed to 32%, which is supposedly £110. So even though it is a bit of a sale for the other colors, it's a big sale if you specifically want camouflage for whatever reason. If you don't want to do all this copying and pasting, CamelCamel does have a extension for both Firefox and Chrome called Camel Tracker. You can just click a button in the top right hand corner of your browser of choice and it will give you that graph on any Amazon page. And also you can set up alerts. You can tell it how cheap you want the thing to be and you'll get an email when it hits that price. You'll get a little warning if it's never been that cheap before. So if you have like a £100 thing and you type let me know when it's 20, it will let you know that it may never be 20 because that's just the nature of stuff sometimes. But if it's been down that low before, it will be like, oh cool, I'll let you know next time it's that cheap. And you get an email notification when something is the price you're willing to pay for it. But that requires patience, and Black Friday isn't great for patience. So there we go. That is how to get a relatively reasonable deal through Black Friday. Unfortunately, it's a complicated process that requires you to constantly be on the lookout for what's an actual deal versus companies trying to bamboozle you. However, when you do find a genuinely great deal, like the Microsoft stuff right now, you find some truly amazing deals. On the subject of deals, I recently got a fisheye lens. So I just want to show you the difference. So this is the 25mm that I use. And then this is the 8mm lens that's a fisheye that I recently acquired. Just in case you're wondering how far away you normally are from me. Yeah, if you liked this video, hit like, subscribe. If you somehow haven't seen the Aldi PC video, even though it's got 10,000 views, go check that out. It was genuinely great fun. Really quickly, I want to mess around with my colored lights. So it is now super dark in here. However, you can see my RGB lights. Isn't that fun? See you guys later.